Die-in-the-wool fans of the compact disc know something that many others don't. CDs, played through a quality transport, have the capacity to sound better than digital streams with higher bit depth and sample rate at the equivalent price point. There is just so much controversy for one YouTube video. For serious fans of digital's original format, the CD reigns supreme. And if you don't believe me, and you don't have to believe me, you might want to believe Mr. Darko Audio. He gives us 15 reasons why he still buys CDs, and one of those reasons is that they sound better. Again, I'm going to link you to that video up here and in the description below. So, with all that said and done, let's dive into what makes 7000 CDT so dang special. 7000 CDT is a CD transport, not CD player. And I'll go into the differences in just a minute. It features a new low friction loading tray, an electromagnetically shielded enclosure, read ahead buffering, temperature operated anti-jitter, USB HDD support, and a 2.8-inch full color IPS LCD screen display featuring settings, format, folder, track details, and the exact resolution of the CD or stored music file that you're playing, which is super nice. And again, 7000 CDT, like both the 7000 series amplifier and the network streamer, is housed within a robust external chassis made of high-grade aluminum, available in Audiolab's quintessential matte silver and black finishes. So, what makes CDs so great and a quality CD transport such an essential component within any serious listener's arsenal? Well, there are a couple of reasons, actually. For one, they sound amazing. Yes, you top out at 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz, well below that 24-192 bass range of what most audiophiles might consider high-grade, high-res digital audio. And yet, a quality CD transport within an equally good system will sound, at least according to ears that are more refined than my own, just that little bit better. Now, why is this the case? Honestly, I have no idea. The truth is that listening is a subjective practice, one that cares very little for both bit depth and sample rates, really measurements of any kind. And it's this subjectivity that gives relevance to a whole bag of music formats that, for all intents and purposes, probably should have gone the way of the dodo a long time ago. We're talking vinyl, reel-to-reel, cassettes, and of course the mighty CD. If sound quality were a dull science that could be reduced to mere numbers, we'd all be listening to one format, one speaker, and one genre of music that could be empirically determined as the best. But it's not, it's subjective, and subjectively, at least according to much more refined ears than my own, CD actually sounds better than streaming. Other than sound quality, CDs are cheap. These days they'll cost you next to nothing. In Australia, you can head to your local thrift store, Vinnie's, Salvo's, Red Cross, and find among an absolute mound of trash, mind you, incredible secondhand albums for $2 a pop. $2. Now, you're going to have to put in the man hours to build a series collection of quality CDs at $2 a pop. You're going to have to sift through a lot of shit. But it can be done. I've done it. Amassing a collection of over 400 CDs so far, having, for the most part, paid not 1 penny more than $2 a pop. Now, by comparison to my vinyl collection, that is roughly a saving of about $19,500. And I hate that I figured out that calculation.
This is the worst!
On top of this, there's the reduced space that they take up in your home, the recordings you won't find available on streaming services, liner notes, and more. Seriously, just watch the Darko Audio video. He's got 15 good reasons for you, but even the cheap audio man has a great video on CDs as well, and I will link that in the description also. So, what makes a transport over a CD player so good? And more specifically, what makes Audiolab's 7000 CDT so damn special? The difference between a CD player and a transport is super simple. It's the transport's lack of internal DAC. That's it. One comes with an internal DAC and the other just passes that signal straight on to either a standalone DAC or one within, say, an integrated amp or a preamp. And while at first glance this does sound like you're getting less bang for buck, it's actually not, because With a CD player, you're forever limited to the quality of the DAC within the unit itself. And as we all know, every year DAC quality gets better and better and better. And so if you've got a transport designed to do nothing but maintain the quality of that signal and push it on, presumably your sound quality is only limited to the quality of the DAC that you pair it with. Now, there is a great video example of this by the Audiophile Man, and again, I'm going to link this both above here and in the description below. And what he reveals, to his complete astonishment, mind you, is exactly this premise. He's reviewing the Audiolab 6000 CDT, and the higher the quality of the DAC that he pairs it with, the better and better the 6000 CDT sounded. It just kept going. His argument, and the argument that I'll put to you as well, is that the 6000 CDT, like the 7000 CDT, is a specialist tool. It has one job. And because it has one job, it's very, very good at what it does. Now, the best analogy that I could come up with here is the Swiss Army knife. This is a multi-purpose tool that's designed to get you out of a pinch in remote places, yeah? But when you're at home and you're filleting a fish, which are you going to prefer, the Swiss Army knife or a filleting knife? Now, nobody is going to argue that the filleting knife is a limited tool to take with you on a camping trip, right? But equally, the Swiss Army knife won't do close to the job of the filleting knife when it comes to filleting fish at home. And that's because the filleting knife is a specialist tool. It's designed with a single job in mind. Hi-Fi is no different. So if the 6000 CDT is so damn good, what makes the 7000 CDT that much better? Well, 7000 CD upgrades the loading mechanism, trading up to a loading tray over a slot-loaded design. Now, this upgrade further reduces the risk of CD scratches when loading your CD and is on a whole more durable. In addition, it features a USB HDD input for playback support with WAV, AAC, and WMA files. And it's no secret that CD freaks like to rip and store digital copies of their collections. Audiolab has listened, and the 7000 CDT lets you connect that hard drive of stored goodies and pass it straight on to your DAC. And finally, the 7000 CDT comes with an all-new 2.8-inch full-color IPS LCD screen displaying settings, format, folder, and track details, including the exact resolution of the CD or stored music file that you're playing. This feature partners well with the USB input for hard drives, allowing you to visually sift through folders of music to find what you want. They're significant upgrades. They make a real difference to the listening experience of CD lovers, and they're perfectly in line with the quality and cost of the rest of the 7000 series. All right, so that's it, guys. That's the last of our three-part feature on Audiolab's latest 7000 series. If you missed our video on the Audiolab 7000A integrated amplifier, I will pop a link up here and in the description below. There are a ton of details about that incredible amplifier, so be sure to check it out. If you missed our video on the Audiolab 7000N network streamer and our wild predictions for Spotify Hi-Fi and how it relates to the Play-Fi wireless ecosystem, again, I will pop that link up here and down in the description below. Go check it out. Plus, if there's anything that you wanted to know about any of the Audiolab 7000 series products that wasn't featured in any of the three videos we created, drop us a comment. I'll whip up a YouTube short that talks directly about that and send you a link in the comment section. If you aren't yet subscribed, get subscribed. We've got upcoming videos for new and as yet unreleased products from IAG's biggest brands. These are massive releases for 2024. The videos will be dropping as these products are released, giving you all the juicy details on them and some insider information from the people who designed them. So click that subscribe button. Well, that's it from me. I'm Matt. This is Audio Visual Revolution, and I will see you again next time.